Hi, Gemini. We're doing your
Hello, Gemini.
reading for from now and through the month of April 2020. And I know that we're in a really kind of tense time, but we're going to look past all that today and we're going to see actually what's going on and what's coming up. So far, the readings we've done have shown some really positive things coming out of all this. So, Gemini, April 2020. Okay. Okay.
I have to do this. Probably when the runes are visible. Where they stack.
Okay, we can't hear what you're saying.
I was showing that off because I thought it was interesting. There's 3 runes stacked one on top of each other. I just find it interesting when there's configurations like that.
Right on. Well, this is a very topsy-turvy reading. This has been a really difficult time you're coming through. Your life has been in major upheaval. There's been loss. There's been a lot of mental stress and anguish. There's been a lot of emotional stress and anguish. But it shows you've got a lot of major arcana up, which means the universe is ultimately in charge. And out of the darkness is coming this beautiful light. So you're getting a blessing through this. New friendships, the finances are balancing out. There's good work ahead of you. All those things you've been stressing about you're being rewarded for going through this time. But I really feel for you. My heart's very heavy looking at this reading right now.
I absolutely would agree that you got good things coming in. All of the runes that are upright right now are in their perfect positions. They're all in a balance. They're like totally upright like they should be. And they're great. I mean, it's like things have felt very, very dark, as he was saying. There's been a lot of, but you're actually going to be stepping out of that into light and clarity. You know, you're not there yet, but you are definitely headed that way. Your finances are in their upright position. So even if you have been let go from your job during this period, I believe that you're going to find that when you get back to working, that you're going to be clearing a lot more money, or something's going on that level that's going to be very positive. Your communication is also very strong right now. It's very good, very clear, which is great, you know, because it's like even though things maybe have been stressful, it's like your ability to communicate what's going on with you has been fantastic. You know, it's no problem.
You're in a time of mourning, mourning. You've sustained some heavy loss, and you're going to feel it for a while. But again, there's some, I'm not taking away the pain that you felt, but there's some really amazing things coming up out of this. There is hope. There is life after all this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have been feeling very overwhelmed, among other things. The rune that's at the very center of the reading is the one that's indicative of the antlers of a deer, and they use those to push away danger. In this case, they're in their downwards position. That was one that was a subconscious or hidden one. So you're feeling a lot of just being overwhelmed by things. And yes, you're in a period of mourning, and yes, you've had stuff going on an emotional level, but it's like, again, things that are surrounding you right now are not as they appear to be. Okay. I think you've got what you're seeing in your head is different than the reality right now, and it's because you are being overwhelmed. And again, not trying to lessen whatever losses you've gone through, but I'm saying that, it's not like everything is as like horrible and awful and whatever as you may be saying. Um, you are at a period where it's like you have two cyclical runes right on top of each other. I was showing that stack of three runes, and one of them was visible. Two of them were in their face down or subconscious positions. Um, the one that was visible is the rune that deals specifically with beginnings and endings. Okay. So it's like you're coming to the end of this phase that you're going into. And the things that are triggering that, one of them is it's like what I would say, I guess this isn't triggering it, but it is a piece of it. You're needing to not pay attention to your gut right now because it's like you're overwhelmed enough that again, like I was saying, things are not necessarily as you're perceiving them. Okay. And that's sitting on top of Jera. Jera is a rune that deals with the cycles of the seasons, things that are cycling through. So, you're at the end of an old cycle, moving into a new cycle, and so even though your intuition is saying, "Oh my gosh, we're all going to die. It's a horrible thing." It's not. Things are moving out of this negative circle and starting a brand new phase. Okay. So, I mean, really, everything I've got here is looking pretty dang good as far as for the future.
The one thing that will help you through this time is if you will put away your pride and ask for help. You do not have to go through this alone.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I would agree with that. And again, one of the nice things about that is that it's, as I said, your communication is very good. It's very clear. So your ability to communicate, look, I need this right now. This is what I need is good. It's not like you're like, not sure. I think maybe that, you're able to cut to the chase with things. And that's very good because, when you talk to people about what's going on, you'll be able to do it in a very decisive, clear-cut manner that doesn't leave people confused or wondering. And so that's fantastic because if you're going to ask for help, it's nice to be able to say, I need this. Oh, I forgot to read this rune. One of the other things that you've got in, which is really good, is that you've got the rune that indicates the warrior energy. It's Tyr. And Tyr is kind of an amazing figure. He basically saved all the Norse gods in their mythology, and he did that by basically sacrificing his arm, knowingly sacrificing his arm by putting it in the mouth of Furnace the wolf. But it was like he saved everyone and everything around him because of that, because Furnace was basically going to come through and destroy everything. So this is indicating to me that you've got this incredible energy. And yes, it may call for a little bit of sacrifice. But, my sense is with this is that you've already been sacrificing. You've already been going through the ringer. And so at this point, it's like you've got this really intense energy where it's like you're able to like move forward and able to cut through the BS. You just have to do it without responding to the feelings of being overwhelmed.
That's all I got.
That's pretty much what I got. So,
okay.
Thank you for joining us.
On our new channel.
Yes, we are going to be opening a new channel for our readings. It's going to be under the name of Crystal Gazer. And if you like the video, please subscribe, ring the bell, share, let people know. And
give us a comment.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Let us know how things work for you. Anyway, Keep the faith. Have a good evening, folks. Ciao.